John Beltran back with you. Herrick Curtis is our sound engineer and producer tonight. Back in studio when the Mustangs lost 45-42 on January 14th. Austin Robeson, the leading scorer for this team at 6'5", went off for 16 points. Adrian Compion had 16 as well. Gage Robertson also averaging double figures for Skyline. So they have three offensive threats really to contend with on this team. And they're all starters. Robeson, Robertson, and Compion, along with Chris Roy, who's in the backcourt, and Hayden Robeson. Mustangs have had a multitude of starting lineups, trying to find the right combination, but it just seems that 60 is a magic number for Fort Morgan this year. 6-4 when they score 60 or more, and 0-9 when they're under 60. Skyline has had equal success. They can score under 60. They've won 8 games this year scoring under 60. But they've also only lost 1 game when they scored 60 or over. For the Mustangs, they are at the very bottom of the Tri-Valley at 1-11. Roosevelt at 1-10 just picked up their first league win against Berthoud on the road by 8 points. And Berthoud swept the season series from Fort Morgan. So there's no guarantee that just because Fort Morgan beat Roosevelt by 20, they're going to beat them back in Morgan on the 21st, which is 2 weeks from yesterday. Mustang starting lineup. They're going with a defensive-oriented lineup here. Adam Cardona, Caden Edson, David Sadinana, and 2 of those 5 players average less than 3 points a game in Sadinana and Edson, along with Fernando Marquez, the second leading scorer, now the leading scorer with Nick Norris hurt. And Braden Fajardo's done a really nice job at a 15-point game against Windsor the other night in a 34-point loss, but that was a 7-point game at the break. So right now, what you need offensively from these starters are going to be Adam Marquez and Fajardo and Cardona down low. Mustangs dressed in their road blacks, and Skyline in their home whites. And Fort Morgan has gotten off to some rough starts this year on the road. And then they try to crawl back into these games. And without Norris to contain Austin Roberts is going to be the big task, because he stands at 6'5", and Cardona's the tallest out there at about 6'2". Opening tip tonight, brought to you by Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance. Things happen in life. Make sure you're prepared with the right insurance coverage. Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance in Brush and Fort Morgan. Skyline, I believe I saw them 8th in the RPI. Let's check that again. Fort Morgan last check was 45th in the RPI, but I think Skyline was as high as number 8. So they're a shoo-in to host, or actually to get a bye, I would say, in the opening round. And then you get a bye, you do host. Yeah, Skyline is 9th in the RPI. Fort Morgan is 45th. The highest ranked team in the RPI is number 1 Meade, 17-1. Erie is 6th, who Fort Morgan has lost to twice by a combined 6 points. Adam Cardona will jump center for Fort Morgan. Austin Robeson for Skyline. This was a low-scoring game that Fort Morgan lost by 3. And let's see what this type of game turns out to be. And the opening tip is controlled by Austin Robeson. Here is Chris Roy now to Hayden Robeson. Hayden on the outside right with the basketball, guarded by Marquez. Here's Austin Robeson at the top on the left wing. Now back out over to Gage Robertson. Robertson to Roy, lob down low for Austin Robeson. Turns, banks, and scores to the right of the basket. Too easy for him. Sadinana in the backcourt to Edson. Back to Sadinana. Front court pass taken by Fajardo. Fajardo with a right-handed dribble. Near the timeline to Sadinana. In the right corner, Edson dribbles to his left. Now to Marquez. Straight away to Sadinana. Outside left to Fajardo. Yeah, this lineup for Fort Morgan. Not a ton of offense out there. Sadinana slips and he falls, and it's taken away here by Robeson. First turnover of the game. And now, what do we have here? We have a stoppage in play. That's got to be a wet spot. He wasn't even tripped up. Has to be some sort of wet spot. Sadinana is a good athlete, and he slipped like it was really slick back there, but well, they tried. There's nothing to wipe off, apparently. So to throw it in three-quarters court will be Compion. Compion on the outside right to Robertson. Down low, Robeson. Now Robertson, right corner, three. Yes. That is Gage Robertson, and Skyline leads 5-0. Sadinana in the backcourt to Edson. Edson to Sadinana. Still in the backcourt. Bounce pass is stolen away. Here is Hayden Robeson. Bounce pass to Roy. Lays it up and in with a left hand off the glass. 7-0. Fort Morgan has committed 2 turnovers. Marquez in the backcourt to Edson. Crosses the timeline. Edson with a crossover dribble. Now to Sadinana. Fort Morgan has yet to take a shot. Sadinana swings it right side to Marquez. Dribbles to his left. Pulls up from 14. Blocked out of there. Right back into him by Gage Robertson. Fort Morgan still looking to get a shot to the rim. Here is Compion in the left corner. Down 7-0. 6:04 to go in the opening quarter. On the outside right, here is Hayden Robeson. Straight away for Austin. On the outside left to Robertson. Back out to Roy. Lobs it down low for Robeson. Turns. Right corner, Roy takes the three. It's off the back of the rim. Sadinana grabs the rebound for the Mustangs. Sadinana across the timeline. On the outside right. Now to Marquez. Marquez swings it left wing for Fajardo. Dribbles left baseline. He leans. He shoots. Hits it off the side of the backboard. And Roy has it. Down low for Compion, puts it up and around and no good. Cardona went for the rebound, taken by Robertson. Banks and scores. Timeout, Fort Morgan down 9-0. And again, another terrible start on the road for the Mustangs. With 5:31 to go. They've committed 2 turnovers, have not gotten a shot to the rim yet. Marquez's was blocked. Fajardo looking to draw contact off the side of the backboard. And they're quickly down 9-0. And again, this could turn out to be like the Windsor game. You had a big shot to beat Windsor the first time, had a late lead and lost by 3. Had a shot to beat Erie the first time, lost by 3. Got blown out by Windsor in the second half on Tuesday. And now this is looking really bad. Trailing 9-0, 2.5 minutes into the game in Longmont. Edson to throw it in. Over to Sadinana, back to Edson. Now to Sadinana. Edson still in the backcourt. Into the front court now to Marquez. Marquez hands it off to Sadinana. Sadinana against Roy. Back on the high right to Marquez. Straight away to Sadinana. Left wing, here's Edson. Edson looking down low. Back out to Marquez. Marquez against Robeson. Marquez. Right side chest pass to Sadinana. 5 minutes to go in the first. 9-0 Skyline in the right corner to Fajardo. Cross-court pass goes behind Edson into the scorers table. 3 turnovers by the Mustangs. Well, somebody's got to look to shoot, too. Here is Hayden Robeson the other way. Robeson, bounce pass right of the lane to Robertson, down low for Compion. Left corner, Roy, 3. Back rim, no. Nice rebound there by Fernando Marquez, going high with the right hand. Marquez on the outside, left in the front court. Dribbles by 2 all the way. Lost control of the basketball. And it's picked away by Hayden Robeson with a 3-on-3. Robeson with Edson right there. Left corner, 3. Robertson, no good. And Adam Cardona grabs a strong side rebound for Fort Morgan. Cardona on the outlet here to Fajardo. Into the front court. Fajardo at the top. On the left wing, chest pass to Cardona. We've got 4:19 to go in the opening quarter. Fort Morgan has yet to score. On the outside right to Marquez. Straight away to Cardona. He'll take the 3. Back rimmed it, no. Rebound to Adrian Compion of Skyline. Compion on the outside right, crossover dribble at the top on the outside right now to Robertson. Robertson, and we've got a whistle. And 3 seconds, I guess. I didn't see a foul called. Yep, 3 seconds against Skyline. And the backcourt, Edson with the basketball. Over to Fajardo. Fajardo front court to Sadinana. We played half the quarter. Fort Morgan still looking for a point. Sadinana on the outside left to Edson. Left corner for Fajardo. Dribbles to his right, straight away to Marquez. He'll put up a three. Yes! Fernando Marquez scores. Mustangs are on the board. It's 9-3. 3:36 to go, first quarter. Robeson the other way for Skyline. Let's see if that silences Skyline a bit. Over to Roy on the high right. Dribbles to his left. Jump pass down low. Defender in the air, banking and scoring easily. Is that Samuel Aboites just came into the game. 11-3. Sadinana, backcourt to Fajardo. Jump pass, front court taken by Fernando Marquez. Marquez in the high right. Now to Sadinana. Sadinana retreats towards the timeline with 3:05 to go. In the opening quarter, left corner for Marquez. Marquez dribbles to his right. Fernando Marquez maintains the dribble. Bounce pass to Sadinana, behind his back at the free throw line, picks up the dribble. Now to Edson. Edson right of the lane, throws up a wild shot, misses terribly. It's nothing but glass. Chris Roy comes away with a rebound. On the outside right, here's Robeson behind the three-point line, steps to his left. Cross-court pass is taken over there by Aboites. Now here's Chris Roy, fakes the three, dribbles into the lane all the way, hooks it up, and he misses. And the ball is rebounded very nicely by Adam Cardona. His second. Cardona with the outlet pass to Marquez. Marquez on the high right. Marquez dribbles against the defender all the way. Jump pass to Cardona. Back out to Fajardo. Fajardo in the right corner to Marquez. Marquez looking for the three. Dribbles to his left. Kicks it back out to Fajardo. 11-3 Skyline. 2:09 to go first quarter. Edson now to Sadinana. On the right wing Fajardo. He takes the three and misses off the back of the rim. Rebound. It's pulled away there by Adrian Compion. Long pass to Roy. Lays it up and in. Off the glass with the left hand. Skyline 13, Fort Morgan 3. 1:49 to go in the first quarter from Longmont. Girls lost tonight in overtime, 38-34. Marquez front court pass to Sadinana. Sadinana just across midcourt, back to Marquez with 1:38 to go. No substitution yet made by Fort Morgan. The Falcons have made one on the outside right to Sadinana. Sadinana right corner for Fajardo. Fajardo dribbles to his left. Now to Cardona, right of the lane, all the way, lost control. He's fouled on the floor. That's the first foul committed by either side. And that one is on Aboites. Nick Beltran and Jackson Langford check in for Fajardo and Cardona. Marquez still looking. Got to get rid of it somehow. Lobs it near the timeline to Edson. Edson with the basketball. Will hand it off to Sadinana. Sadinana on the left wing to Marquez. Marquez against Robeson. Swings it to Langford. Langford looking, still looking. Swings it left side towards Beltran near midcourt. And then he went over and back. He went over and back because Beltran got it in the front court, then went into the back court. Turnover number 5. It was tipped. And then Beltran, that's a good call. It was tipped, but Beltran got it near midcourt, then stepped into the backcourt. Nonetheless, 1:04 to go in the opening quarter. Here's down low, into the lane, leaning, and an offensive foul on Robeson. Taking the contact beautifully was Jesse Campa just into the game. First turnover there by Skyline. Mustangs need some offense. 1 minute to go in the opening quarter, down 13-3. Beltran in the backcourt. Beltran over to Langford. Now to Edson. Feeds it to Beltran. Nick Beltran to Edson. Got to get it across midcourt, and Edson does. Bounce pass left wing to Langford. Langford lost control, got it back. He turns, and he's fouled as he went up for the shot. That should put Jackson at the line to shoot two. Nice move there. And that foul was committed by Chase Silva, who steps into the game. Langford to shoot two. The Mustangs were down 9-0 before a three-pointer from Fernando Marquez. Now they trail 13-3. That free throw is perfect. Second free throw coming up for the junior, Jackson Langford. He dribbles, he bends, he shoots, and connects. Nothing but string. Mustangs down by 8, 13-5. Backcourt pressure being applied. Robeson against Marquez, dribbling on the high right. With the basketball behind the three-point line with 36 seconds to go. Back out. That's Gage Robertson dribbling to his left. Cross-court pass to Silva. Silva now to Robeson. Robeson behind the three-point line of the left wing. Straight away to Austin Robeson. Robeson to his right against Edson. Hands it off over there to Adrian Compion, guarded by Beltran with 19 seconds to go. Beltran right on him, trying to cross over. Feeds it left corner for... who is that out there? That's Robertson. Gage Robertson against Edson, just beyond the timeline with 8. On the outside right to Compion with 6. With 5, Robeson on the left wing to Silva with 3, with 2. Down low, all the way going up. Compion shot blocked out of bounds by Langford. Good defense there by Jackson Langford. That's the end of the opening quarter. With the score, Skyline 13, Fort Morgan 5. A 1-minute break on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Let's begin the second quarter. Skyline leads Fort Morgan 13-5. Sadinana, Campa, Langford, Marquez, and Beltran. Inbounds pass taken to Nick Beltran there. Out there for Skyline, Compion, Gage Robertson, Hayden Robeson, Austin Robertson, Chris Roy, the starting 5. Beltran at the top with the basketball. Beltran dribbles to his right. Jump pass, right corner for Langford. Dribbles right baseline, offensive foul. Yep, he barreled right into him. That's turnover number 6 for Fort Morgan. Langford with his first. But they were down 9-0, so Fort Morgan has played even since that point. But now they've got to make up the deficit. On the outside left, Marquez went for the steal against Robeson. Now left baseline for Austin Robeson. Guarded by Campa. Down low in the lane. Here's Gage Robinson. Hooks and scores. Robertson scores over Langford. He's got 7 points. Sadinana now to Marquez. Marquez still in the backcourt. Into the front court to Sadinana, 15-5, 7:12 to go, second quarter. Beltran on the high left, lobs it inside for Marquez. He's going to dribble it into the left corner. Back out to Langford, straight away to Sadinana. Now on the outside right to Beltran. Beltran against his defender Compion. Dribbles into the paint. Beltran all the way is fouled. Nice low dribble there, and the foul was committed by Compion. And Beltran to throw it in. With 6:58 to go, second quarter, Skyline leads by 10. Left corner for Campa, back out to Langford. Langford with the basketball. Langford straight away to Beltran. Beltran against Compion, dribbles to his right. Beltran on the right baseline with a left-handed dribble. Strip gets it back. Beltran pulls up from 10 and misses off to the right. Langford goes for the rebound. It's into the hands of Gage Robertson. Robertson, long pass, intercepted by Sadinana, but he couldn't control it. Roy has got it. Roy has his pass, then intercepted by Sadinana. Here's the long pass to Campa. Campa all the way, puts it up and partially blocked by Gage Robertson. And then his long pass is taken at midcourt over there by Robeson, and a foul and a travel. Check that, a traveling violation on Gage Robertson. Well, the Mustangs can score. They're playing good enough defense right now. But they need to score. Sadinana to throw it in. Backcourt to Beltran. Beltran back to Sadinana. Now to Beltran. Sadinana will cross midcourt in the high left. Bounce pass to Beltran straight away. Now to Sadinana. Sadinana to Beltran. On the outside right to Langford. Langford looking, down low for Sarinana, and again he falls. That must be a shoe. He must have an issue with a shoe, because that's twice he's fallen. Yeah, there's no wet spots out there. Roy with a basketball in the left corner for Robertson. Guarded by Marquez. Bounce pass to Robeson. Blocked out of there by Langford. His second block. Here's Campo away with the basketball. Now to Marquez. Marquez straight away. Marquez right of the lane. Marquez leans, and we've got an offensive foul on Marquez. He pushed off. Marquez commits his first. A turnover for the Mustangs. Fajardo checks in for Marquez. Now Mustangs, they've got to stretch the floor, hit a three or something. Again, the defense is there, but not enough offense. Here's Chris Roy the other way. Roy at the top. Roy on the outside left to Hayden Robeson. Robeson back out to Roy. Roy against Sarinana, dribbles to his left. On the outside left to Robeson. That is Hayden. Here that left corner, Gage Robertson against Langford, looking down low, trying to get it to Austin Robertson. Left wing, the three is up, and that is off to the right, and it's missed by Robeson. And the one-hop rebound to David Sarinana, his second. Sarinana across midcourt by himself, hands it off to Langford. Langford back out to Campa in the left corner for Fajardo. Fajardo dribbles to his right, at the top for Sarinana. Down low for Beltran. Beltran between his legs will kick it back out to Fajardo. Fajardo had the ball stripped, but he gets it right back in the left wing. Now to Langford. Mustangs need a shot or something. Taking a lot of time here. Fajardo into the paint. He leans, and then he slams into Robeson. What's the call? It's going to be an offensive foul of Fajardo. Couldn't get a shot off. Fajardo commits his first. Fort Morgan with their 9th turnover. Cardona is into the game, and Cardona replaces Campa. Well, again, they just can't score. It was 13-5 after one. It's 15-5 now. And we've got 4:38 to go before halftime. And, well, they're going to inbound it from midcourt. Something happened. I think somebody was walking on the court. Chase Silva inbounds the basketball. He just checks into the game to Chris Roy. Roy on the high left with the basketball straight away. Here is Robertson. Looked like he traveled. He did. Gage Robertson with a traveling violation, 4th turnover. And now Hayden Robeson checked out for a second. He's back in. Also into the game, Brandon Abram. First time for Skyline. Backcourt pass to Sarinana, now to Beltran. Beltran to Sarinana. Feeds Beltran. Beltran with a left-handed dribble crossing midcourt. Jump pass to Sarinana. Sarinana on the right wing to Fajardo. Fajardo dribbles right to the free throw line. He's trapped over there. Kicks it back out to Sarinana. Sarinana setting up the offense for Fort Morgan with 4:10 to go in the second. Now to Beltran. Beltran, crossover dribble on the left baseline. Beltran fades, shoots, and misses off the back of the rim from 15 feet away. And Chase Silva grabs the rebound for Skyline. Under 4 minutes to go before the break. On the outside right, Robeson with a basketball. Dribbles to his left against Langford. In the right corner, there's the three by Abram. That's well short, but the rebound is controlled over there by Silva. And resetting is Skyline. Straightaway three. Compion is off the rim and no good. And looked like Cardona was trying to go for the rebound. That went over the back. He didn't, but it's knocked out of bounds anyway by Abram. Fort Morgan basketball again, yet to score in the second quarter. And Beltran, look, gets it into Sarinana, back to Beltran. Now here's Fajardo. Fajardo across the timeline. Fajardo dribbles high left. Jump pass to Cardona. Cardona bounce pass to Sarinana. Inside for Langford. Knocked out of bounds by Hayden Robeson. Mustangs retain possession. And now Edson is coming into the game. And Edson replaces Beltran. So Edson to trigger it in. In the right corner for Cardona. Back out to Langford. Langford, right corner for Sarinana. Down low for Cardona. He puts it up and he misses. The rebound to Fajardo. Fajardo trying to put up a layup, and then he threw the ball off the foot of a Skyline Falcon. So Skyline has the basketball. That's a turnover by Fort Morgan, their 10th. Roy straight away, 3:12 to go. Only 2 points scored combined by these teams in the quarter. Here's Robeson on the high left against Fajardo. Gets a pick from Silva, but maintains the dribble. On the outside right to Abram. Abram back out to Compion, guarded by Sarinana. On the outside left to Silva with a chest pass. Picked up by Fajardo. Bounce pass right to the free throw line to Abram. Back out to Robeson. Guarded by Langford. Steps in. Left wing faking the three is Roy. Dribbling to his right against Edson. Nearly stripped. Crosses over Edson. And then he slams into a defender. And there's a whistle. And what call do we have here? Tie-up. Nice tie-up by Fajardo. Austin Robeson and Gage Robertson back in. Possession arrow, though, is pointing Skyline's way. So they retain possession. And 3/4 court Silva to throw it in. Down low for Austin Robeson against Cardona. He bangs, scores, and a foul. He's just too strong there. Nothing Cardona could do. Adam commits his first foul. Yeah, you can't do anything about that. His position, you got to double team him there. And it's 17-5 Skyline. Free throw is up and in. He's got 5 points. He has as many points as Fort Morgan does as a team. 2:33 to go. Here is Sadinana on the outside right. Sadinana jump pass to Edson. Edson bounce pass to Sadinana, right corner for Marquez. Right of the lane, here's Fajardo, and then Fajardo lost it, got it back. Sadinana bounce pass to Cardona, right corner Marquez, takes the three, good! Fernando Marquez with a second triple. Fort Morgan down by 10, it's 18-8. 2:08 to go, second quarter. Hayden Robeson the other way. Hayden against Marquez. Swings it left side for Robertson against Edson. Left of the lane here, Silva into the lane, and he traveled prior to that. 5th turnover of the game committed by Skyline. The Mustangs have 10. And with 1:58 to go, Fort Morgan can make this game into single digits. Sadinana front court to Edson. Edson to Sadinana. Takes a couple of dribbles right of the lane, and then his pass is tipped away, but Marquez chases it down on the right wing. Marquez cross court to Sadinana. Sadinana on the right wing had the ball tipped away. Marquez chased it down. Jump pass down low to Cardona. He banks it in. Nice pass by Fernando. And Cardona scores. Fort Morgan to within 8. It's 18-10, 1:28 to go. Comping in the left corner with a basketball. Down low for Silva. Free throw line. 15-footer missed by Robeson. And the rebound is grabbed by Braden Fajardo, his second. Fajardo by himself in the front court to Marquez. Marquez swings it left corner for Edson. Dribbles. Kicks it back out to Fajardo. 3 in the air. Yes! Braden Fajardo hits a triple. Fort Morgan all of a sudden is to within 5. Timeout Skyline. 18-13 with 1:04 to go. Second quarter. That's what 2 threes will do for you. And all of a sudden the Mustangs on an 8-0 run after being down 18-5. Now see some life out of them after Robeson had the 3-point play. And again, that's why you have to stretch out this defense. And with those 2 threes and the bucket by Cardona, Fort Morgan is right back in the game. With 64 seconds to go before halftime, like a good neighbor, Greg Mullen and his team at State Farm Insurance are there to make the insurance world easy for you. 842-4555. And get a delicious treat, breakfast or lunch option at Willow Coffee and Bake Shop. It'll make the day better. 921 Edison Street in Brush. Edson, Marquez, Fajardo, Cardona, and Sadinana. Here comes Skyline the other way. Chris Roy with a basketball, met by Fajardo at the top. Bounce pass left of the free throw line to Robertson. Robertson jump pass, Austin Robeson 3 is off to the left, and we got a pushing foul, and that's against Skyline as Edson went to the floor. It'll be the 15th foul, and that one is on Gage Robertson, his first. Fort Morgan can make this a 3-point game. Edson in the backcourt with a basketball. Front court to Fajardo. Fajardo dribbles by 2. Fajardo in the left wing. Left baseline to Marquez. He leans, he shoots, and he misses. And Marquez goes for the rebound. And then, do we have a tie up there? Watch out. Fernando's got to watch out. Almost committed a technical there. There's going to be a tie up with him and Robertson. Possession arrow, Fort Morgan. With 40.8 seconds to go. Marquez to throw it in. Marquez, and now Marquez and Robertson exchange fist pumps. So nice sportsmanship there. Left corner for Cardona. Cardona going to have to kick it back out to Sarinana on the right wing to Edson. Edson at the top now to Sarinana. Sarinana looking. Swings it right side to Marquez. 28 seconds to go, second quarter. He'll take a three, and in and out. That was halfway down. And the ball is rebounded there by Adrian Compion of Skyline. 19 seconds to go. Crossing midcourt against Sarinana on the right wing to Roy. We're down to 16 seconds remaining. Bounce pass, right baseline, Robeson. 10-footer, yes. Austin Robeson scores. He's got 5 in the quarter, 7 in the game. We have 7 seconds to go. Sarinana at midcourt now with 5. Edson with 4. On the left wing, got to put up a 3. Fajardo left baseline, puts up a desperation shot. It's behind the backboard on the left baseline. That's the end of the opening half. With a score, Skyline 20, Fort Morgan 13. Let's take a 3-minute break on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Well, let's see if the familiar story of Fort Morgan's season continues. They have played a lot of close games and lost them all except a 1-point victory over Weld Central. I mean, a ton of games. They've lost by 1, 2, 3, or 5 points. I think about 6 of those. Lost by 5 to Berthoud, 1 to Erie, 2 to Frederick, 3 to Skyline, 3 to Windsor, 5 to Holy Family, 5 to Erie, 7 against Berthoud, and that was a tie game with 2.5 minutes to go in Berthoud. As we begin the second half, Chris Roy, Hayden Robeson, Austin Robeson, Adrian Compion, and Gage Robertson for Skyline. The Mustangs did not start off well, and they're going with the same lineup to begin the second half. Although this was the same lineup that got them back into the game, so they just have to pick up where they left off. Marquez, Edson, Sarinana, Fajardo, and Cardona. 3 of these 5 are seniors, so they do have experience. Skyline basketball to begin the third. Here is Chris Roy at the top against Fajardo, on the outside left to Hayden Robeson. Hayden over to Compion against Sarinana, dribbles to his right, feeds it right side to Roy, lob down low for Austin Robeson, double team inside to Gage Robertson, banks in too strong, and Cardona has the rebound and a foul in the backcourt. Foul was committed by Gage Robertson, his second. Now, can you generate any offense? Fort Morgan has not won this year when they have not gotten to 60 points, and they're far from even halfway to that total. Sarinana, jump pass to Edson. Edson, bounce pass outside left for Cardona. Left corner, Marquez. He'll take the 3, and that's front rim, no. Rebound to Cardona off the bounce. Nope, he had it momentarily. It's taken away by Adrian Compion. Never controlled it. On the left wing to Robertson. Left corner for Roy. Dribbles to his right against Edson. Behind his back. On the left wing, here is Gage Robertson against Fajardo. Swings it right side to Robeson at the free throw line. Hands it off to Austin Robeson. He spins back out left wing to Hayden. Hayden fakes the 3, swings it right side to Compion. Compion against Sarinana. Now to Hayden Robeson at the free throw line. Hands it off to Roy. Now to Austin Robeson straight away. Just working the ball around beautifully. Robertson now to Compion, right of the lane. Robeson right wing 3, short. Rebound to Sarinana. Sarinana for Fort Morgan. Left to the lane, he leans, he banks, and he misses. And the ball is loose. Fajardo picks it up, back out to Sarinana. Here is Marquez, try to dribble by 2, kicks it back out to Fajardo. So the Mustangs reset with the basketball. Is Caden Edson, 6:28 to go in the third. Over to Sarinana on the high right. Sarinana to Edson on the left wing to Marquez. You really only have 3 scorers out there for Fort Morgan, so you got to get it somewhere. Marquez on the outside left. Here is Cardona. Cardona straight away to Marquez. Marquez against Hayden Robeson, looking up at the clock with 6:03 to go. Third quarter. Neither team has scored in the first 2 minutes, and an offensive foul on Braden Fajardo. Away from the basketball. 11 turnovers for the Mustangs. Skyline the other way. This is going to be similar to the last game, which was a 45-42 Skyline win. But can Fort Morgan make it that close? On the high left, Hayden Robeson with the basketball. Back out to Gage Robeson. Now here's Austin Robeson. Left wing to Compion against Sadinana. Dribbles left baseline. Bumped by Sadinana. Sadinana commits his first. Mustangs have 2 fouls here in this quarter. And Chris Roy to throw it into the right of the basket on the offensive end. Roy down low for Robeson. He's double teamed. Dribbles. He puts it up. Shot blocked, but a foul. Well, that's strong defense by Fort Morgan. Now, was it Cardona that got him? No. It was Sadinana. They had to double team him. Not a bad foul there. Make him earn it from the free throw line. Robeson to shoot 2. He's got 7 points. And the free throw is around and good. He's got 8. Skyline leads by that many, 21-13. Second free throw is back rimmed and in. Oh, man, took a friendly roll. 22-13. 5:38 to go in the third. Sadinana still in the backcourt, looking, double team. Jump pass is tipped away, and it's intercepted by Chris Roy. Down low for Gage Robertson, banks and scores to the left of the basket. Timeout, Fort Morgan. Turnover number 12 for the Mustangs. They're down by 11, 24-13, with 5:27 remaining in the third. Colorado Plains Medical Center's experienced physicians and highly trained staff make your hometown hospital the place for expert quality care. That's Colorado Plains Medical Center, helping communities thrive. Skyline has scored the only points of the quarter, outscoring Fort Morgan 4-0 in this quarter. The lead was 7 at the break. It's now 11, 24-13. And the Mustangs have limited offensive options right now. Defensively, they're playing solid. There's no question about it. Defensively, they're doing a nice job, but right now they're on pace. Fort Morgan is to score about 27 or 28 points in this game, if even that. Actually, it's about 24 or 25 points because they have 13, which is what they had at the break when they were on pace to score 26. Fort Morgan basketball. Fajardo will throw it in. Fajardo with the same 4 that began this quarter. Fajardo, Sadinana, not a Marquez, not a Sadinana. Sadinana front court to Marquez. Marquez on the outside left to Fajardo. Braden Fajardo swings it near the top to Sadinana. On the right wing to Fajardo. Fajardo now to Edson. Edson left wing to Sadinana. Left of the lane, here's Cardona. Turns, shoots, and misses from 10 feet away. Austin Robeson has the right-handed rebound. That's his first rebound. Under 5 minutes to go in the third. Fort Morgan trails by 11. Roy on the high right against Fajardo. Swings it right corner for Compion. Down low for Austin Robeson. Inside to Robertson. He banks and scores. What a shot there by Robertson, falling to the floor. 6-0 run to begin the quarter. 26-13 Skyline. Marquez over to Sadinana. Bounce pass nearly tipped away. It wasn't a foul by Roy, though. Made body contact there with Marquez. Second team foul. Fort Morgan to inbound it. And now Langford, Campa, and Beltran are in for Sadinana, Cardona, and Fajardo. Backcourt to Beltran. Let's see if this group can generate any offense. Beltran at the top. Beltran on the outside right to Langford. Dribbles right baseline. Swings it back out to Marquez. Marquez with the basketball. At the top, right side to Campa. Campa looking on the right wing. Here's Langford off the chest pass. Langford swings it on the right wing to Beltran. Beltran had the ball stripped, and now the ball is loose, and Beltran goes on the floor. It's taken away by Skyline. Long pass to Robertson, and he'll lay it up and in. Careless ball handling. Robertson now with 6 in the quarter. 28-13. Beltran at midcourt. In the backcourt to Langford. Langford jump pass. That one is tipped away, but luckily Edson has it. And then Edson traveled. Yeah, Fort Morgan's got to look for a shot. This is awful. They're kind of like passing it around, barely moving. I mean, just work it. Just work it. They haven't scored in the quarter yet. They're getting outscored 8-0. On the outside left, Roy. Back out to Compion. Compion guarded by Beltran. Now to Roy. On the right wing, here is Robeson. Now to Compion. Compion behind the three-point line. Lobbing it down low. It's taken by Robertson. Left corner for Roy. Fakes the three. Steps to his left. Cut off by Langford. Here's Austin Robeson. Now to Roy. Roy against Langford. Dribbles to his right. Swings it back out in the left corner for Compion. And now, 3-second violation on Robeson. Fort Morgan basketball, but you got to put up a shot here. They're not moving the basketball around quickly. Let's see what happens here. Beltran over to Edson. Edson with a right-handed dribble feeds Beltran. Now still in the backcourt to Campa. Bounce pass to Beltran. Beltran dribbles to his right. Jump pass right baseline to Langford. Langford swings it at the top for Edson. Edson dribbles into the lane. Puts up a shot off the glass. Got nothing but glass. Missed it badly. Robeson comes away with the rebound. Now you got to find rim. Here is Hayden Robeson on the outside right, guarded by Marquez. Fort Morgan has still been shut out in this quarter. 28-13, left corner Compion against Beltran. Swings it back out to Roy. Roy against Langford. Looking down low, back out to Robeson. Robeson inside, intercepted by Edson. Excellent defensive play. Edson to Marquez. Marquez leans and then had the ball tied up there. That was a perfect tie-up by Hayden Robeson. Possession arrow, I think, stays with Fort Morgan. It does. Went up for a shot. And it just got stuck in both of their hands. Now Marquez to throw it in. But just get off a shot here. See what you can do. In the left corner for Campa. Back out to Beltran. Beltran feeds Marquez. Left corner three is up. That barely got to the rim. Rebound to Langford. Langford is going to have to kick it back out. Langford lost it. Beltran is open in the corner, and he's fouled. Langford is fouled. And the foul was committed by Hayden Robeson. And now Chase Silva's in for Chris Roy. Marquez to throw it in. Still need a bucket here. Marquez feeds Beltran on the right wing. Lob down low for Campa, tipped away. Marquez has got it right baseline. Now it's loose on the floor, and there's going to be a tie-up, and that's going to be Skyline basketball. I mean, you can't jam it in. You cannot jam it in. Just take some outside shots. Robeson is too big. The perimeter game is what Fort Morgan got them back into the game with those 2 threes, and Briggs Wheatley's going to check in. Wheatley's in for Edson. I mean, you've got to do something with a perimeter game. There's a long baseball pass, and that's going to be off of Gage Robertson, but he fields it in the corner. Back out to Roberson. Here's Compion all the way, bumped by Beltran, and he misses the shot, and he goes to the line. Beltran commits the foul. Adrian, that was a nice job of beating the press there by Skyline. Now they're going to go up by perhaps 17. And the free throw is upcoming here. And that one's up, and that one is off to the left. Second free throw is upcoming here, for Compion. He is yet to score in the game. That one's up, and that's in. And Samuel Aboitis checks in. It's a 9-0 third quarter. Robeson is out. And Fort Morgan doesn't want to be shut out in this quarter. Here's Beltran in the backcourt over to Marquez. Marquez to Beltran. Back to Marquez, still in the backcourt. Feeds Beltran. Beltran will cross midcourt. Back on the high right to Marquez. Dribbles to his left. Marquez feeds it back on the left wing to Campa. Back to Marquez. Marquez dribbling to his right at the top. Marquez right of the lane, makes a move on the right baseline, spins, turns, leans, shoots, misses, but a foul. Nice move by Fernando, creating all by himself. And that foul was on Hayden Robeson, his second. This could stop the 9-0, actually it's an 11-0 run dating back to the second quarter. Marquez with a free throw rattles it home. He's got 7 points in a game. Second free throw for Marquez is good. 28-15, backcourt pressure being applied with 1:45 to go. Now they'll back off, and Compion, met by Beltran at midcourt. Adrian Compion. Chest pass on the outside right to Robeson. Robeson to his left, over to Silva. Silva back out to Compion, takes a long three, yes. on the left wing. Compion scores. 32-15. Beltran in the backcourt. Over to Langford. Now front court pass to Wheatley. Wheatley right-handed dribble. Left baseline to Campa. He banks and scores, and a foul. Campa to the line. Strong move by Jesse. And I'm not sure who committed that one. That's going to be on Aboitis, his second. Jesse Campa gets on the board, 32-17. Free throw, line drive is in and out. Nice rebound there by Compion. 1:13 to go in the third. It's a 32-17 lead for Skyline. Robeson on the high right. Robeson fakes the three. Now over to Silva, bounce pass to Aboitis. On the right wing, here's Robeson, under a minute to go. Robeson cut off by Marquez, feeds Silva. Silva back out to Robertson, steps into his left, back out straight away to Aboitis, hands it off to Compion. Compion dribbles to his left, guarded by Beltran, cut off by Beltran. Jump pass back out over there to Hayden. Check that, that's Gage Robertson now on the left wing to Robeson. Gets a pick, dribbles to his right. On the outside right, here's Silva. Silva with 36 seconds to go. Entry pass intercepted by Campa. Campa hands it off to Beltran. Long pass to Langford. He lays it up and in! Beltran to Langford off the turnover. And the Mustangs trail 32-19. Down by 13. Final shot here of the quarter for Skyline. Just beyond midcourt, Robertson with 12 seconds to go against Wheatley. Now with 10, between his legs with 8. Starts to make a move with 7. Dribbles into the paint, all the way, scoops it up, misses badly. The rebound is controlled by Campa with 2, with 1. Nick Beltran throws up a prayer, and it's going to be an air ball from midcourt. And that's the end of quarter number 3. It's Skyline 32, Fort Morgan 19, a 1-minute break on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Skyline boys lead 32-19 going into the fourth quarter. Langford gets it into Beltran out there with Campa, Marquez, and Wheatley. Those 5 were on the floor at the end of the third quarter. Here's Beltran on the high right between his legs against Robeson. Looking for a cutter, can't find anybody. Beltran dribbles at the free throw line, back out to Campa, swings it back out to Marquez. Marquez at the free throw line, right of the lane, tried to squeeze his way in, puts it up and in! Marquez from about 5 feet away with some nifty moves is in double figures with 10, 7.5 to go. Skyline 32, Fort Morgan 21. Robeson the other way, chest pass in the right wing, now in the corner to Roy. Roy guarded by Beltran, looking for Robeson. Back out, here's Gage Robertson against Wheatley, swings it left side for Hayden Robeson. Cross court to Roy, fakes the 3, steps it out to the right to Gage Robertson. Robertson against Wheatley, dribbles right baseline, he leans, he banks, and he misses. And Jesse Campa has the rebound. There's the outlet to Beltran. Mustangs run a run. Beltran dribbles between his legs at the free throw line. Beltran looking back out to Marquez near the timeline. Under 7 minutes to go in the game. Fort Morgan trails by 11. Marquez picks up the dribble. Left wing to Campa. Down low for Wheatley. Wheatley banks and scores to the left of the basket. Well, this Fort Morgan unit is making a run. They're down by 9. 6:45 to go in the game. Skyline 32, Fort Morgan 23. And a timeout, 30-second timeout, called by Skyline. The Mustangs coming to fight here in this quarter with buckets by Marquez and Wheatley. And Wheatley is the 6th different player to score. It's amazing. They've had 6 different players score, and they've only got 23 points. Skyline has 5 different players in the scoring column. They've got 32, which makes a little bit more sense. Gage Robertson leads all scorers with 13. Marquez has 10 for Fort Morgan. And again, Fort Morgan playing shorthanded. Nick Norris has been hurt for a few games. Jacob Ortega done for the season. He'll be ready for baseball. And let's see what happens now. Now you got to keep doing what you're doing on offense. And this unit might stay out there for a while if Skyline cannot separate itself even more from Fort Morgan. Inbounds pass in the backcourt to Hayden Robeson. 6:37 to go in the game. On the outside right to Roy. Lob down low. Tipped away by Campa. Here's Beltran with the basketball. Beltran with 1 to beat. Beltran all the way. Lays it up and in! Coast to coast! And the Mustangs are to within 7. Wow. 32-25 on the outside right. Roy back out to Robeson. 6:19 to go. Here's a cross-court pass to Roy, picked up by Beltran. Near that right corner for Robertson against Marquez. Robertson with the basketball. Gets a pick, dribbles to his left, right of the free throw line, straight away for Robeson. In the left corner, here's Compion, guarded by Langford, penetrates left baseline, cut off over there, tries to put up a shot, jump pass straight away, now in the right wing to Roy. He takes a three, and that's off to the left. And Jackson Langford has the Fort Morgan rebound. And Langford then throws the ball off a Skyline Falcon out of bounds as they try to go for that basketball. And the Mustangs can draw to within 5 or 4 with a three. They've yet to make a three in this half. Marquez to throw it in. In the backcourt to Beltran. We have 5:49 to go in the game. Lady Mustangs lost tonight in overtime, 38-34. Beltran on the outside right. Beltran between his legs trying to make a move. Swings it right side to Wheatley. Wheatley at the top with the basketball on the left wing. In the left corner, Beltran fakes the three, dribbles to his right. Beltran is cut off over there. Jump pass went by Langford, taken by Marquez at the top. Marquez to his right. Marquez right of the lane. Marquez leans. He puts it up. Has the shot blocked. Marquez and throws it off a Skyline Falcon, but it's still saved in. Here is Robeson. Robeson with Langford to beat on the left baseline. Now Compion in the left corner. They're going to have to back it out. Down low for Robertson. Now to Compion. He takes the three, and that's off the back of the rim. Jesse Campa has the rebound for Fort Morgan. Here's Wheatley, 4-on-3. Left corner. Marquez three is going to be short. Beltran goes for the rebound and commits the foul. Austin Robeson's about 6'5", 260, and Beltran went over the back. Yeah, nothing you could do there. Just an aggressive play. 5 minutes to go. Robeson is now out. But they have not scored in the quarter. Fort Morgan's defense has been outstanding, and the Mustangs outscoring Skyline in the quarter 6-0, but they're down by 7. On the outside right, Compion with a basketball against Langford. Dribbles at the free throw line on the left wing for Robertson. In the left corner for Hayden Robeson against Wheatley. At the top now for Roy, guarded by Beltran. Chest pass right wing to Robertson. Marquez is right there. He's behind the three-point line. Is Gage Robertson. They're taking some time off the clock with 4.5 to go in the game. Skyline leads by 7. Right corner for Compion against Langford. Compion dribbles left of the lane. Now his jump pass is taken by Aboitis. Left corner for Hayden Robeson. Cut off by Campa. Now dribbling against Wheatley into the paint. Now swings it back out to Roy. Straight away to Robeson. Robeson with the basketball. Swings it right side to Aboitis, guarded by Campa. Now Roy on the left wing to Robeson. Robeson into the paint. Robeson will dribble behind the three-point line. 4:05 to go in the game. Skyline maintains a 7-point lead between his legs. At the top for Roy. Near the left corner, Compion fakes the three. Down low for Robertson. Straight away to Aboitis. On the outside right to Robeson. Excellent defense by Fort Morgan, but Skyline in no hurry to get off a shot. On the outside right, Compion against Langford. 3:46 to go in the game. Looking down low, swings it at the top for Robeson. Picked up by Wheatley. Robeson back on the left to Aboitis. Cross-court pass nearly tipped away. Beltran went for the steal, couldn't get it. Now here's Robeson, right baseline. Dribble the ball off his foot, out of bounds. Wow, that is incredible defense by the Mustangs. And now Wheatley to throw it in. Well, this unit's doing a heck of a job for Fort Morgan. But they need some offense here. Wheatley into Campa, back out to Wheatley. Now Beltran. Beltran still in the backcourt, still looking. Feeds it on the right wing to Langford. Jump pass inside, and it's intercepted. A sloppy pass, and it's taken away by Adrian Compion. 16 turnover by the Mustangs. Compion left baseline for Robeson. Defender in the air, banks and scores for Austin Robeson. He's got 11. Mustangs now down by 9. 34-25, 3:08 to go in the game. Beltran, baseball pass in the right wing for Langford. Langford dribbles right baseline, and then he traveled. Yeah. Now to throw it in for Skyline will be Gage Robertson. Let's see if they take more time off the clock. 34-25 game. With the basketball is Chris Roy. Roy against Beltran, spinning on Beltran at the free throw line. On the outside right, here's Robertson. Now to Hayden Robeson against Wheatley. Robeson with 2:43 to go. These guys aren't going to shoot. And they got 2 points in the quarter. Entry pass intercepted by Marquez. Oh, it's taken by Robertson. Defender in the air. Banks misses, but a foul. That was just bad luck. That was bad luck. And the foul was committed by Langford. As he missed the shot, Gage Robertson to the line. He scored 6 in the third quarter. He's got 13 in the game. And the free throw is good. 35-25, and now Edson checks in for Wheatley and Sadinana in for Beltran. But that unit made a run until the Robeson bucket. And now the second free throw by Robertson doesn't get to the rim, and Campa's got the rebound off the deflection. Here is Edson on the high right with 2.5 to go. Fort Morgan down by 10. Edson hands it off to Sadinana, left wing for Campa. In the left corner for Langford, timeout Fort Morgan with 2:24 to go in the game. It's Skyline 35, Fort Morgan 25, a 60-second break on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. It'll be Mustang basketball down by 10. The inbounds pass to Edson. At the top now for Sadinana. Right corner for Fernando Marquez. Steps in, dribbles right baseline, and then tries to flip it inside. It went off the back of Compy and intercepted by Skyline. The Mustangs down by 10. Skyline basketball in control with 2:07 to go in the game, 35-25. Hayden Robeson on the right wing to Adrian Compion. Compion back out to Robeson. We have under 2 minutes to go. Skyline is about to sweep the season series. Bounce pass right to the free throw line to Robertson. And now, what do we have here? Something with Caden Edson. He might have turned an ankle. Yep, he's going to be out of the game. Edson turned the same ankle he injured. And that might be hopefully just a game ender, not a season ender for him. He's limping off the court. Braden Fajardo back into the game with 1:55 to go. Chris Roy gets it in to Compion. Right corner three, yes. Compion now with 7 points all in this half. And it's now a 6-0 run for Skyline. Here's Marquez, left wing triple, good. Fernando Marquez has 5 in the quarter, 13 in the game. Down by 10 again. 1:32 to go. Robeson the other way for Skyline, and a timeout with 1:30 to go by Skyline. Leading 38-28. Again, the Mustangs with a valiant effort, but they got behind early. They drew to within 5 at 18-13. But then the difference was that 8-0 run to begin the third quarter. It went from 20-13 to actually 29-13 before the Mustangs were able to get on the board. And when you build that big of a deficit on the road, not easy to come back from that. And that's the story right now for the Mustangs, as Fernando Marquez has tried to keep them in the game. But they are down here 38-28 with 90 seconds to go in the game. And it's Skyline basketball. It'll be both Robesons out there, along with Gage Robertson, Adrian Compion, and Chris Roy. The Mustangs with Marquez, Fajardo, Sadinana, Campa, and Langford. Yeah, Fort Morgan's probably going to have to foul. Here is Robeson, and he's fouled by Fajardo. That's the 17th foul. Fajardo commits his third. Hayden Robeson is yet to score in the game. And he will step to the line. Biggest lead for Skyline has been 16. Free throw is back rimmed and in. Man, just sat there, got every part of the rim. 39-28. Fort Morgan will fall to 0-10 this year when not scoring 60 or more. Second free throw is in. 40-28 with 1:23 to go. Sadinana at the top. Sadinana maintains the dribble. Left side to Fajardo. Fajardo to his right, back to his left, left of the lane. He leans, he shoots, and he misses. And the rebound is into the hands of Robeson. And we got a whistle and a foul. Fort Morgan should stop fouling here, because if Fajardo commits another one, that's his fourth. It's going to get ugly on the scoreboard. Don't foul, just play straight up basketball. No reason to foul now. The game is lost. 18th foul. Robeson with a free throw, and that is good. Yeah, just play straight up. This is not about winning, just about playing straight up defense at this point. Once you've used up this last possession, that free throw is in. It's going to be a season low for points, too, for the Mustangs. 42-28, a minute to go in the game. Marquez back to Sarinana on the outside right. Right corner, Fajardo dribbles to his left. Double team, bounce pass back out to Sarinana. 49 seconds to go. Marquez, left corner for Fajardo, and that pass is intercepted. Yeah, just play straight up defense, no fouling. Fajardo went for a steal. There's no reason for that unless you're actually going to get the ball. Now a tie-up. Nice job by Langford. And possession arrow, those tables with Skyline. 37.3 to go. Yeah, I'd like to see Fort Morgan just play straight up defense here. You're down by 14. Chris Roy lobs it into Robeson. Double team. Back out to Roy in the corner. Roy dribbles to his right. Bodied up by Sarinana. No call there. Back on the outside left to Robeson. Robeson with 24 seconds to go. Robeson against Marquez. Back out near the timeline to Compion with 17. Compion jump pass. Back out to Robertson with 13. Now here's Robeson with 11. Don't foul him, Fernando. Don't foul him. No reason. Don't. There you go on the outside. Nice job. Nice job by the Mustangs defensively. Just playing straight up hard defense. They played a really good defensive game, but it wasn't enough offensively. Fort Morgan falls to Skyline tonight. 42-28, and really, except the first quarter, every quarter was pretty competitive. All right, how about a 1 minute break? We'll wrap this thing up in 1 minute on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network.